Hello everyone and welcome new followers. For today, I'll be diving into the classic that continues to fascinate readers of all ages, the Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. We'll be breaking down some of the key points and ideas from the book. Its year of publication was on 1865 by Lewis Carroll, aka Charles Lutwidge Dodgson. It falls under fiction and literary nonsense and fantasy. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland revolves around the bewildering and often illogical journey of a young girl named Alice as she navigates a fantastical realm encountered after falling down a rabbit hole. The central theme explored include the confusing and arbitrary nature of the adult world as seen through a child's eyes, the anxieties and transformations associated with growing up, the loss of childhood innocence, and the fluid, often perplexing nature of identity. The book also delves into the themes of curiosity, the nonsensical aspects of rules and social conventions, and the power of imagination. Now let's move on to the brief summary of the book. Alice, feeling bored by her sister's book, impulsively follows a waistcoat-wearing white rabbit down a rabbit hole, tumbling into the bizarre and enchanting world of Wonderland. Her initial attempts to navigate this new land are marked by frustrating changes in size brought by mysterious edibles and potables, hindering her efforts to enter a beautiful garden. Throughout her journey, Alice encounters a host of eccentric and memorable characters, each embodying illogical behaviors and peculiar modes of speech that challenge her understanding of sense and reason. Among these peculiar inhabitants are a philosophical, hookah-smoking caterpillar, the grinning and enigmatic seashore cat who can appear and disappear at will, and the participants of a never-ending, nonsensical tea party hosted by the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. Alice also finds herself at a chaotic croquet match hosted by the tyrannical Queen of Hearts, a fearsome monarch quick to order beheadings for the slightest offense. These encounters highlight the arbitrary rules and the often unjust nature of Wonderland society, pushing Alice to question her own identity and perceptions. Her adventure culminates in a surreal trial where the Knave of Hearts is accused of stealing tarts. As the proceedings descend further into absurdity, Alice, having regained her normal size, finds the courage to challenge the nonsensical authority of the Queen and her court. This act of defiance leads to chaos, and Alice suddenly awakens to find herself back with her sister, realizing that her extraordinary experiences were all part of a curious dream, leaving her to ponder the strange and wonderful nature of her imaginative journey. Now let's proceed to the response to the book. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland remains a captivating and thought-provoking piece of literature. Its primary strength lies in the boundless creativity it made and its embrace to the nonsensical. However, the very nature of its nonsensical narrative can also be perceived as weakness by some readers. The relentless stream of illogical events and conversations might feel chaotic or disorienting, making it difficult to find a coherent plot or a clear message for those seeking the traditional narrative structures. Some of the humor and satire, being rooted in Victorian-era conventions and figures of speech, might not fully land with contemporary readers without additional context. Additionally, while Alice is a curious and often relatable protagonist, her somewhat passive role in the certain episodes and the episodic nature of her journey might leave some readers desiring a more character-driven or emotionally connected storyline. Now let's move on to the highlighted quotations from the book. Number 1. "Curiouser and curiouser," cried Alice. She was so much surprised that for the moment, she quite forgot how to speak good English. This reflects Alice's constant bewilderment and the ever-increasing strangeness of Wonderland. Number 2. "Who in the world am I? Ah, that's the great puzzle." This highlights the central theme of identity that Alice grapples with throughout her journey. Number 3. "We're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad." This line was spoken by the Seashore Cat. This line encapsulates the overarching nature of Wonderland and its inhabitants. Number 4. "Why, sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things happen before breakfast." This Queen's Declaration, which underscores the book celebration of imaginative and theological. And lastly, number 5. Begin at the beginning and go on until you come to the end and then stop. The King's Line is an example of deceptively simple yet often nonsensical logic prevalent in Wonderland. Now that's all for today's video. Thank you all for watching and have a great day. Bye!